Good morning. Welcome to TMMS Productions. This is yet another video of the series in which we will be solving problems based on geometric progression. Let us begin with question 1. Which term of the GP 3/4, 1.5, 3, is 192? Now in this particular question, we have a mixed fraction here. So we will say our GP is 3/4 and make this into 3/2, then this 3 and then . First thing we have to know is what is a value of A. Now A is going to be our first term. So A is equal to 3/4. Next thing we have to know the value of R. R means the common ratio. Now common ratio, which is R, will be A2/A1, and so that will be equal to A2 is 3/2, so 3/2 divided by 3/4, A2/A1, which is going to give us 3/2 multiplied by 4/3 when we divide by 3/4. And you will see 3 is getting cancelled, 2 ones and 2 twos, and so we have common ratio is equal to 2. So we have the value of A, we have the value of R, and so we move on to finding which term is going to be 192. So now this 192 becomes the nth term. So we are going to connect it with our formula for nth term. Now nth term is going to be an, which is ar to the power n minus 1. Do we remember this formula? Now all we have to do is substitute in this. So we have 192, which is the nth term. This one is the nth term. So we write it over here this way. A is 3/4 multiplied by R to the power n minus 1. And so we take this 3/4 the other side. So 192 multiplied by 4/3 will give us R means 2. Can you see that R value 2? 2 to the power n minus 1. Now 3 is going to divide this 192. 3 6s 18, remain 1. So 3 4s 12. Now that you understood this much, remember on the right we have 2 to the power something. So here also this number should be 2 to the power something. Now this 64 is 32, 2's 64. So 32 is 2 to the power 5. So 64 becomes 2 to the power 6. So I shall write it as 2 to the power 6. And 4, it is 2 to the power 2. So will be equal to 2 to the power n minus 1. Now look at this. 2 to the power 6 plus 2, that will be 8, which will be equal to 2 to the power n minus 1. And that will give us 8 equal to n minus 1. What have we done? Since the bases are same, the exponents are equal. So we equalize the exponents, and that will give us n equal to 8 plus 1. And therefore, we will have n equal to 9. And so we will say ninth term is 192. And that is our answer. Let us come to the second question. The second and the fifth term of a GP are 18 and 486 respectively. Find the GP. So we know that the second term is 18 and fifth term is 486. Second term becomes A2 and fifth term becomes 486. So definitely we are going to think of the formula of AN. So we will write AN equal to AR to the power n minus 1. This is the general term of a GP. Now, if we have an is the second term, so a2 will be equal to ar to the power 2 minus 1, so that will be ar to the power 1. And this is going to be 18. We have fifth term, which is a5, will be ar to the power 5 minus 1, so that is ar to the power 4, and that is 486. Now, as we have been given the second term and the fifth term, we can see that out here it's wiser to take the ratio between the two. So we will take a5 divided by a2, and that will give us ar to the power 4 upon ar, which is equal to 486, which is the fifth term, upon 18, which is the second term, and that will give us a getting cancelled, and we will have r to the power 3 remaining. Now let us see how we can do this. 6 3s, 6 8s 48, and 6 1s 6. Now 3 will divide again, 3 will go here, 3 to 6, and then we have 2 remaining, so it gives you, so r cubed is 27 upon 1, so I shall write it as 27, and r is going to be cube root of 27. What is 27 cube of 3? So cube root of 27 becomes 3. So r is equal to 3. Now that we have this, we have to find even the value of a. Now, in order to find the GP, I have to start with a, then ar, then ar square. So this 3 will be substituted in one of these values which are given. We have been given 18 and we'll be given 486. So we will use this. So we will say that substitute r equal to 3 in a2 equal to ar, which is equal to 18. Now, when we substitute a multiplied by 3, which is the value of r, is equal to 18. And so a is equal to 18 upon 3, and so a is equal to 6. So now we have a equal to 6, r equal to 3, and they are asking us to find the GP. So we will say, therefore, the GP is a, comma, ar, comma, ar square, comma, dot, dot, dot. So that will become, a means 6, then 6 into r, that is 3, then a is 6 into 3 square, because our r is 3, comma, dot, 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 and that will give us 6, comma, 6 3 is 18, comma, 54, comma, dot, dot, dot. And that is our answer. Let us come to question 3. The product of second and the seventh term of a GP is 243. If the fourth term is 9, find the fifth term. Now here, look for the clues. We have 243 which is given and 9 which is given. So second term becomes A2, seventh term becomes A7. So we have to use formula AN is equal to AR to the power n minus 1. What is our A? First term. What is our R? Common difference. And what is our N? It is the number of term. So second term, therefore, will have A2, which will become AR to the power 2 minus 1 means AR1. And our A7 is going to be AR to the power 7 minus 1. Compare it with this. So it will be AR to the power 6. Now they are telling us the product of second and the seventh term. So we are going to mention, therefore, the product, which is A2 multiplied by A7, is going to be AR multiplied by AR to the power 6. That will give us A squared R to the power 7. Now obviously we cannot go anywhere after this, but we know that this product is 243. So we have A squared R to the power 7 equal to 243, and we have nowhere else to go. We'll call this as equation 1. Now let us come to the fourth term. Now fourth term will be A4, which will be AR to the power 4 minus 1. So that is AR cube, and that is equal to 9. Now tell me, if I call this as equation 2, even if I take the ratio, I'm not able to eliminate A or R. But I can see that if I make a square of this, I'll get A square R to the power 6. And then I'll be able to eliminate this A square. So what I would do is, I would take AR cube and I would square both sides of this. It will give us A square and R to the power 6, which is equal to 81. Now we'll call this as equation 2, and can you see that if we divide the first equation by the second, so equation 1 divided by equation 2, let us see what does that give us. A squared R to the power 7 upon A squared R to the power 6, and that would give us 243, which is the value of this, upon this becomes 81. Now can we see A squared has got cancelled, and 81, can you see it is a 3-time multiple? Are we able to see that? And so we will have R to the power 7 minus 6 will be equal to 3, and that will give us R to the power 1, which is R, and that is equal to 3. So now we have the value of R. R is 3, which we'll have to substitute in one of these equations. The easiest equation to substitute will be this one. So we will say, substitute R equal to 3 in AR cube will be equal to 9. So we will take this equation that is here and we'll substitute. So we will have A into 3 cube is equal to 9. And so that will give us A into 27 is equal to 9. And so we'll have A is equal to 9 upon 27. And that would give us A equal to 1 upon 3. So now we have the value of R, that is common ratio, and we have value of A. What are they asking us? They are asking us the fifth term. So fifth term, we will use the formula AN. So it will be A5, which will be equal to AR to the power n minus 1 means 5 minus 1, and that will give you AR to the power 4. A is 1 upon 3, R is 3, so 3 to the power 4, which will give us 3 to the power 3, which is equal to 27, and that is our answer. Hope you have understood how to solve such problems on geometric progression. Thank you for watching.